Rebecca, good morning. Hello. Hey, you ready to get up? Are you ready? Get up. Yeah. Come here. Come here. Woo. You've been putting on some weight overnight? Yeah. So Rebecca is our little giggle box. She's pleasant to be around. Everybody that comes up to her and talks to her, she loves to interact with them. She can't speak any actual words, but she definitely has found a way to communicate with us through her spirit.
For us, that just means that things look a little different, but actually she's quite a typical little girl when it comes to giggling. She loves it when people talk to her and engage her. Early on, things were very hard. We don't remember a whole lot from that first probably year and a half. It's real foggy for me because there was not a lot of sleep happening in the house.
When you send a message to tell your arm to do something, your arm does it. When she sends a message to tell her arm to do something, there's a pause. Sometimes a second, sometimes 3 seconds. And it can be a lonely world too. At first it's very easy to pull back and just kind of sequester yourself in the house. It's hard to go out. It's challenging to, just get the family together to get in the van and go somewhere. It's overwhelming when you start thinking about everything that has to go on just to take care of her for the day. She can't do anything for herself. So there's giving her medicine, and that's 4 or 5 times a day that she has to have some sort of medicine. All of her food has to be prepared for her G-tube and administered to her through a pump or through a syringe. Your normal kid, your typical kid can go and have breakfast and he's done in 5 minutes and off to the bus. She has to sit there for about 45 minutes, which makes your morning start a little earlier than most people.
As Rebecca has grown, her needs have changed, and sometimes I feel like all I do is manage her schedule and call nurses and make sure we have appointments on the books and, make sure the prescriptions are refilled and that kind of stuff too. I think sometimes other people don't realize the effort it takes just even to get out the door. It's a big victory when we make it to church on time or we aren't 15 minutes late to the doctor's, and but her joy and the smiles just really, you can't get over that. Her sister is really the one that's the favorite in the family.
I'm her favorite. She loves when I make funny noises. I take care of her when my parents have to get ready or something. I sit with her and we watch a show or we read books. We wouldn't know all the people that we know now if we didn't have Rebecca. We wouldn't be going to Westridge. We wouldn't know our small group. Nobody knows what God has in plan for you, but He's got something and He loves you.
So as we've been a part of the Breakaway Ministry at Westridge, it's exciting to know what all the church can offer for us. So Rebecca actually has a one-on-one helper that takes her into her class with her peers so she can participate. Chris and I can go to church together. It's amazing how many families we talk to that they take turns on Sundays. One goes to church while the other one stays home. And Chris and I get to go and worship, and that's something huge for me. I think the one thing that I've learned is that you just have to hang on to the moment because God's doing something down the line that you don't know what He's doing. Eventually it will be seen. And right now it feels really hard. But in a little bit, things are gonna be okay. And but always there's a purpose that comes along. and always, God's made it clear that He's got good purpose, even in the hard times.
We both feel that Rebecca's special needs has kind of brought us together. I'm not even sure we would have ended up at Westridge. God's brought us there through, just an amazing story of how we learned how to take care of Rebecca and how we learned how to be a part of her life. And, I wouldn't trade it for the world. Even though it's difficult, our life would be completely different if we didn't have her.
Oh, we love this family. We love this family. I asked them if they would be up here today to represent so many of the families here that we have the opportunity to serve through our ministry to people with special needs. And Greg Garner, our local missions pastor, oversees that. And every 6 weeks or so, we have an event called Breakaway that gives them the opportunity for parents to take a break in the afternoon. We have, I'm so glad you guys get to be a part of that. We have people drive from all over Metro Atlanta, Stone Mountain, DeKalb, Gwinnett. We have people come from everywhere because not very many churches do this. And also, as you guys saw in the video, we're always looking for opportunities for team members who are willing to come alongside a family who has a child with special needs so that they can come to church. And I'm so glad that you guys have been able to do that. You're such an inspiration to all of us, and we love Becca, and we love Big Sis. I told you she's preaching on the video, and I told her she was going to be the one to make everybody cry. And so thank you guys for sharing your story. We said that through the generosity experiment, the extra $20 that we're taking at the end of each service right now, over and above our regular giving, that we would use that to participate in early 2018 in the Tim Tebow Foundation's Night to Shine, which is a prom for students and kids with special needs. So I'm hoping that we can transform parts of this building, maybe this room, and turn it into a great experience for these families. And so this is just a little bit of what this generosity experiment is all about. You guys do so much. You've got so many great things going on. I'm going to say this. You're going to kill me for saying this. They've been doing a yard sale for the last couple of days. You've got a couple of family members here today, a handful of people who've helped them. I don't know if you saw at the end of the video there, they have a need for a van. You told me 3 months ago that it was about to break down, and so they have got a GoFundMe or similar, and they have raised almost half the money. And so if you're here today and maybe God's leading you to be generous, then maybe you can do that, because this is about going above and beyond. That's what generosity it's all about. It's about doing something completely unexpected for someone who really needs it, who maybe would never even see it coming. And so I pray that every single one of you as a church would be willing to go above and beyond for whoever it is that God would put in your life. And that's what this family represents so well. We wanted to perhaps go above and beyond. You're looking over my shoulder. Do you see anything interesting out there? There's a van outside.
There you go, my friend. Congratulations. So cool. Your church did this for you guys. I want you to know that, because we love you guys.